What's up, guys? Welcome again to another interesting episode of Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. After completing Memphis Depay's transfer yesterday, President Joan Laporta just recently had an interview where he spoke about many important things that we need to know. He spoke about the club's transfers, he spoke about the new signings already, and very importantly, he hinted on 3 or 4 more transfers. Of course, we just have to cross our fingers and see who are those transfers. Of course, we need to strengthen some positions in the field, and very importantly, we need to sell some players as well. So we'll be discussing much on what Laporta said in that interview. Then secondly, we'll be discussing on those swap deal rumors between Manchester City players and Barcelona players, of course, which I've been discussing in many episodes before. Just recently, Manchester City have shut down those swap deals, meaning there's no possibility whatsoever. Manchester City have reportedly said they are committed to their players' future, so there's no reason for them to swap their players with Barcelona. So we'll be discussing much more on that as we progress. Then finally, we are going to be talking on Barcelona's assistant coach, Alfred Schreuder, who also recently spoke about Memphis Depay signing. He spoke about Pedri Gonzalez and also spoke about Frankie de Jong. So we are going to be discussing in much details what he really spoke about those 3 players. So guys, before we go ahead, please endeavor to click on that subscribe button if you haven't, if you are new to this channel, because here on Viva Barca we give you the latest Barcelona vibe. And also please ensure you watch this video right up to the very end so you get the details of these stories you won't want to miss. Barcelona are continually making moves in the transfer market as they look ahead to the 2021-22 season in order to build a competitive squad that can challenge for every title possible. The latest edition of Memphis Depay was made official last night, but President Joan Laporta is not done yet. It has been 100 days since Laporta took office as Barcelona president for the second time, but with his tenure promising to be so far, far more challenging than the last, he sat down with La Vanguardia to have a chat about all the developments at the club since his arrival. Laporta revealed how he found Barcelona after taking over as president once more. Worse than I expected, and that I already expect it in a very complicated situation. Currently, he is conducting a major overhaul to address all the structural and financial issues at the club, on which he said, "We are trying to restructure the entire workforce. We have found great differences between salaries, in a market that the only thing that will allow us to do is exchanges, bartering. This takes time, a lot of skill, and a lot of juggling here and there." Then Laporta spoke about the players who have already arrived and hinted towards further reinforcements. "We are going to make a very competitive team. We are already seeing it with the additions of Garcia, Aguero and Emerson, and other players who are about to come. How many more? 3 or 4 more. Of course, the elephant in the room had to be addressed, which is Lionel Messi's contract renewal. The battle with Messi, who will win? Us, Barca will win. His contract ends on June 30th. I know. There is no stress because there's a lot of communication. We understand the position of the other party and we know what we all want. So peace of mind. But if you ask me what I would like, I would say that the sooner the better. What we want is for him to sign, hopefully for 2 years. That we win the Champions League next year and everything that lies ahead, added Laporta. The president was then asked about whether or not Barcelona can win Champions League next season, so which he replied, "Yes, of course, we are going to compete to win it. We have the spirit of the cup and motivated. Against PSG in Paris last year, we deserve to win the tie. We are going to be motivated. Those who are already there know that." Moving on to the next story of discussion. Amid all the buzz surrounding Euros and Copa America, Barcelona's offseason has seen plenty of developments within the club. As President Joan Laporta is immersed within the challenges of revamping the club from top to bottom, the coaching staff, has their work cut out for them. Barcelona have already made 4 signings this summer, and Laporta says there are many more to come, as I just recently said. This means that Ronald Koeman and Alfred Schreuder in particular have a fair bit of squad planning to take care of for next season. Barcelona assistant coach Alfred Schreuder addressed all these issues in an interview with Dutch outlet NOS Sport. The task of constructing a competitive squad in Europe and domestic competition is well and truly underway. Schreuder first talked about the signing of Memphis Depay, which was made official on Saturday night. "The signing of Depay is fantastic," he said. "He's a great player and we all know about his quality. Defensively, he also works very hard. In addition, he has personality. Depay works for the team. Mentally, he's very strong. He can play anywhere up front, both centrally and from the left. He'll be extremely good," added Schreuder about his compatriot. He then provided an anecdote about midfield Pedri Gonzalez's rise to prominence in the Barcelona's first team. The initial plan for him was to train with us, he said. There were a lot of clubs interested in him. He did pre-season with us and Ronald said, "We cannot ignore this guy, he is good." After a couple of training sessions, he impressed us. Schreuder also spoke about how Koeman has helped to get the best out of Frankie de Jong in the past season by saying Ronald Koeman has worked a lot with Frankie this season to help him assume greater responsibility. And on to the final story of discussion, the buzz surrounding Manchester City's negotiations with Barcelona regarding a player swap has been seemingly never ending. While it is true that the Blaugrana have been out and about for reinforcements in the summer window, the contacts, with the Premier League champions have never really been substantiated, Most of the deals have seemingly been nothing but speculatory, and now it looks like Man City may have put the rumors to bed, report the sources at Marca. The English Giants reportedly have a firm stance on their players' futures and have shut down interest from Barcelona or other potential suitors. Two of the names that have surfaced the most during these rumors are, those of Aymeric Laporte and Portuguese winger Bernardo Silva. Laporte even took to social media himself to nullify claims made by Spanish media about his move to Barcelona from Manchester City. Following this, the speculation regarding Bernardo Silva began flaring up. The Catalans were also linked to plenty of other City players like Riyad Mahrez, João Cancelo and Ilkay Gundogan. And why the Blaugrana may indeed be keen on offloading certain players like Samuel Umtiti, Sergio Roberto among many others, it looks as though Man City will not provide any assistance in that matter. The Manusians, have reportedly closed all avenues leading to Silva and Laporte, stating that they have no intention of, partaking in an exchange. All of the players Barcelona are looking to offload have not caught City's eye, and the players like Pedri and Fati and Frankie de Jong, who might be of interest, are not up for sale. Either way, City have set a staunch price tag, north of maybe 60 million euros for Laporte and Bernardo Silva. The duo's contract run on to 2025 and thus they will be expensive operations. It does make sense considering the links have always appeared far-fetched. President Joan Laporta is keen on making more signings, but perhaps Man City is no longer the place to look. So guys, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching and I hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't clicked on that subscribe button, please endeavor to do so you always stay up to date with every latest from Barcelona. Until next time, Visca el Barça!